Today we will explore the easiest way to dynamically customize the checkout. We will take the help of layout processor in this way. To understand this better, let's pick the city field and customize it by converting it into the dropdown with limited options. First open the module XML file and add checkout module dependency. Now let's take a look at the checkout layout file. The one page block is specified right inside the content container, and it has one page.phml template file which renders the XML layout. Then in arguments, JS layout parameter is passed. The JS layout argument is then injected to the one page block. Now let's take a look at the PHML template file. GetJS layout method returns the JSON value to the app, which in turn processes all of the specified component and data. Now let's investigate the one page block. Take a look at its getJS layout method. It iterates the injected layout processors and processes the layout items dynamically, then returns the modified data in a serialized string. Let's take a simple understanding of this using diagrams. There can be multiple independent layout processors. They are collected from the XML file and injected into the one page. The JS layout data is collected from multiple modules using checkout index layout, merged into the framework merge class, and injected into one page class. Now inside the JS layout method, the multiple processes are iterated and they call the process method, which has been implemented using the layout processor. The JS layout instance is passed for modifications and is assigned with the latest updated value. Now back in the one page code, if we check the method definition, it is the method from layout processor interface implemented by many layout processor classes in order to push their dynamic changes. From implementation list, we are interested to see layout process from checkout log. So let's open this file. The JS layout consisting of multi-dimensional array which targets the shipping or billing address forms. We're gonna adopt the same workaround to customize the city field. To put our customization, we will require a custom layout processor. We can inject it using dir.xml file. So go ahead and create di.xml inside frontend etc directory. The type should be one page class. The name should be layout processors. The type is array. Then inside the item node, specify the name with the type object. Specify layout processor class, block, checkout, layout processor, and city dropdown. Go ahead and create that city dropdown class. The city dropdown should implement the layout processor interface. Implement the process method. Now first thing, we need the help of array manager instance. Inject the array manager class. Create steps variable and specify the path until steps index. We will take help from a checkout layout processor block class that we opened earlier. We will create a dropdown method. The method accepts a city array as an argument. Now let's customize the city field component. Specify the select UI component. Then we will modify the config elements template and we'll change it to use the select template. To specify the drop-down values, we will use options index and specify the array containing list of items. Specify the label index for option label and value for option value. Specify a bunch of items and then return the city variable. Now inside the process method, we will return the JS layout as is if shipping form path is not defined. The return value will be stored inside the fields variable. Use array manager get method. The first argument will be the path and second is the JS layout array. Now take the city index from fields variable. Call the add dropdown method and specify the city field. Use ternary operator to check the city index. Now assign the modified value to the JS layout. We will use replace method from array manager. First argument will be the path, second JS layout, and then fields, then return the JS layout. Let's check the modifications we made. The city field has been converted to dropdown for shipping form. Now let's see the billing address. The city has been updated for the same billing address, but the billing form does not have any city dropdown yet. So let's fix this. The billing form elements are processed within the payment children. So if we take a look at the process payment children components, they are the ones that are under payment list or payment methods, and the others that are after methods. We will consider the children under payment methods first. Now let's go back to the city dropdown layout processor. After shipping form variable, create address paths array. The first item will be shipping form. Let's simplify our code by creating another method. Update city. This will accept parameters address path and JS layout by reference. We will directly modify the JS layout inside this method because it's being passed as reference. Now let's move the code inside this method. Replace the shipping form variable with the address path. Now we need to iterate through the specified address path, invoke update city method, and pass address path and JS layout arguments. We will also require the key value in future. Update the method arguments and add the key parameter. Next, we will need to modify the billing address city field. Make sure the key name should be payment list. Steps dot / billing step children payment and then children payment list children. Now here comes the use case of the key argument. If key value is equal to payment list, get all keys from the fields array. The purpose of key values is to target the payment path. We will use recursion here. Specify the required parameters accordingly. The path will be address path dot / and then concatenate the item. Specify the path to the address form. And finally specify the JS layout parameter. The next part of code will run in case of else statement. Since the method returns nothing, so remove the JS layout from return statement. Now let's check the address at payment section. The city field has been converted into the city dropdown successfully, but we still need to specify the dropdown for address outside the payment methods. Let's first check this by updating our checkout configuration. Change the value to payment page, save configuration, and flush cache. The city dropdown is not modified here, so let's fix this. Add another item, billing form after methods, and specify the path to the billing address. Instead of payments list, specify after methods and then children / billing address form children form fields and children. That's it. Now let's see the changes on billing form, and we see the city dropdown appear this time. place the order, and open the order details in admin panel. Match the city field value with the one you selected. We can also modify the other fields, like we can modify the sort order of the country field. Let's make it 100 to appear after the city field. There we go, the position of country field has been updated. That's all. Thanks folks. Please don't forget to share and subscribe and hit the like button.